Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 games of January 2021. I only played like 8 games during this time period, so not much competition, but I want to start this year off right and do the top 5s. So let's start this off with number 5. The Shadow Government Simulator. The Shadow Government Simulator comes out into full release in 12th of October 2021, so I was able to play it very, very early. And it has a really interesting concept. It's essentially like a grand strategy overview where you are part of the Illuminati High Council and your goal is to convert important people in different countries to join your side. And you can do that with 3 different metrics. You can either do that through bravery, like violence and threats. You can do it with charm, like seduction or befriending people, or you can do it with money, by using bribing. The big part of the game is trying to figure out how to combine your people so that you can take over that specific leader or a unit and then utilize their stats in order to take over the next person. Now you're going to be playing the game within an area of a specific region. You're also going to have to hide from, well, everyone so that you can continue your work in the shadows. The game looks quite interesting. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. The Great Plague Exodus. The Great Plague Exodus is a game that comes out into full release on the 5th of February 2021. The idea is that you're going to be playing as a family in 1665 after the Great Plague has struck, and you're going to be fleeing London. And your goal is to survive. Now, at the beginning, you have some random choices that will determine what your family is going to be like. For example, a random element is how many kids you're going to have. And then you're just trying to survive. So the big part of the game is, first of all, having enough money and food so that you can survive, but also trying to run away from the plague. So you'll have to be moving from city to city because once the sort of infected people move from one city to another, they will infect the new city, so you have to run away again. So you can't really take a rest in a city, find a good place and just stay there forever. You have to move on and move on and move on. And it's a really fun, relaxing, sort of casual life simulator game. So if you like these types of games, this might be for you. Tavern of the Gods. Tavern of the Gods is a game that came out into early access on the 4th of December 2020, and it's a roguelike auto battler. It's a really, really fun game because when it comes to auto battle, you typically imagine very sort of casual or simple games. This one is not like that. It's very, very complex, and that makes it amazing. So you have heroes, and the heroes are not playing the combat. Instead, you're going to be hiring followers, or essentially minions, that will fight the combat automatically. Each follower has special skills, and then you can gain equipment which you can use to give them extra stuff. You can also transmute the equipment to gain better type of equipment, and you're also going to be trying to combine the followers into getting the best setups, because if you have a lot of followers of a certain type, you get a specific bonus. You can also upgrade the followers by using souls. The game has 2 types of money and many different resources that you can use to make like map effects or region effects on you and the enemies. You also have your own skills, so you'll be able to cast some spells during the game, and it's a lot of fun, and it has so many features that I can't really tell you in this short amount of time. Watch Me Stream My Mental Breakdown. Watch Me Stream My Mental Breakdown is a roguelike deck builder. The story is that you're a panda who is trying to be a big streamer, live stream, and is trying to make videos about games in order to make it out in the world and make a lot of money. The game has a really fun story, I like it a lot, but the main part of this game is really like the roguelike deck builder part, the gameplay. As opposed to typical roguelike deck builders, instead of having your own mana, you're actually sharing the mana with the opponent. And the opponent is essentially your chat, and your chat is going to like give you insults and things like that, and that's going to lower your mental health. So your job is try to survive with your mental health, essentially. You'll also have to be handling getting enough money, so you might have to go and actually work outside of the YouTube channel, which obviously you're very unhappy about. It's a very, very fun game, and I think it's just great. Just check it out. It's just great. Oh, it came out into full release on 19th of January 2021. Field of Glory 2 Medieval. Field of Glory 2 Medieval is a turn-based tactical war game set in High Middle Ages. You can play this game as single player, or you can play this game as a multiplayer. In a single player, you can either play a quick battle or custom battle, or you can play a campaign. The game has a huge variety of units, which is absolutely fantastic. And then there's all the good stuff you'd expect from a war game. So it has obviously facing, rear attack, flank attacks, zone of control, and everything you'd expect from a Zor game. What's really fun about this game is that a lot of these mechanics they're not necessarily hidden, but they might not be immediately obvious. Once you play the games, you're mostly just looking at odds. But once you learn them, it can really elevate your gameplay and make you a lot better. If you like war games, you should definitely check this one out because it's just fantastic. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this top 5 and let me know what are your top 5 games in January 2020.